Shalom. Before I start, I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Wahab, Wakak, Kodash, Yahweh, which is the one true name of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his one true name is Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles and bishops of Great Millstone who will well and teach well. Bahashim meaning coming in a name. Ba means coming in. Ha means the. Shah means name. Rakah means holy. Kodash means spirit. Peace, blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect. And shalom to you sincere brothers scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. And shalom to you sincere sisters that's listening in silence as the scriptures command you to do so. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the Servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And pretty much this is to uplift brothers. Brothers is going through the deep thought demon, where you're feeling low, you having going through all these different thoughts, you having thoughts if you wondering if the Lord is dealing with you or not, you feeling like you're not a man of the Lord anymore. Brothers is going through different thoughts. So in this lesson, man, this is going to be a little edification for you brothers out there. If you're going through these things and you're experiencing these things, it means you need to go on a fast. For one, number one, you need to go on a fast because there's a lot of things that's going on out here in this place called America. There's things that we're experiencing mentally, physically, and spiritually. And to you brothers and sisters out there that get the low spirit, where you feeling like the Lord ain't dealing with you, or you having these different thoughts if the Lord hears your prayers. These are spirits messing with you. And you gotta rebuke these spirits. You gotta know that the Lord is here with you. You gotta have the faith. You gotta pray to the Lord and ask the Lord to release these spirits from you, because we're in the last days and there's gonna be a lot more afflictions that's gonna come upon us as Israelite men and women. So, to you, even you sincere sisters out there, if you're experiencing these things, you gotta rebuke these spirits. And I'm gonna get that persuaded thing, because that's see if I can get that persuaded. Right? Hold on, Salakia. See if I can get it. Yep, there it is right there. Because we need this precept right here. Salakia. Come on. Alright. Salakia. Here it is right here. But let's get to it. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. Salakia. 2nd Esdras 14:14, it says, let go from thee mortal thoughts. You see that? So the scriptures, they tell us to let go from thee mortal thoughts. And mortal is what?
Mortal.
It says, of a living human being, men, in contrast to a divine being subject to death. You see that? It says causing or reliable to cause death, fatal. You see that? A human being subjected to death, often contrasted with a divine being, right? Deadly, fatal, perishable. So that word mortal, it means death. So when you have these type of thoughts of you don't think the Lord is dealing with you, you wonder if he's dealing with you because you're at a low estate, you're going through all these different thoughts, you wonder if God is real, or if the Lord is even hearing your prayers. Does he even, if he even dealing with you? Those are spirits messing with you, and you gotta rebuke them spirits. That's why the scriptures say, let go from the mortal thoughts and cast away the burdens of men, because the main thing that we go through as Israelite men is these thoughts, man. You wondering if the Lord's dealing with you. You wondering if he's, he hears your prayers. You wondering if you're a man of the Lord or not. Your mind is going through all these different thoughts. You dealing with how this bill going to be paid, how that's going to be paid. Your mind is going through all these different thoughts. Those are spirits messing with you. You got to rebuke them. It says put off now the weak nature. And that's the weak nature there, man. Because in these flesh, go off of carnality. They have you in doubt. That's why we got to be changed, man. Because these flesh, they have us, going off a lot. Second Esdras 14:15, it says, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy onto thee, right? So things with bills, just use that example. You may be stressing about bills, or you may be stressing about this truth. You wondering if the Lord is dealing with you. You wonder if he hears your prayers. Rebuke these spirits, man. When you get the thoughts of, oh, the Lord's not dealing with you, you telling yourself that the Lord ain't dealing with me, man. I don't think he's dealing with my prayers. Rebuke these spirits, man. You got to rebuke them. Because Satan, he'll mess with you. The Lord will allow Satan to mess with you. He'll mess with you, right? He'll try to put you through different thoughts. Demons will even mess with you, right? That's why you got to rebuke them. 2 Esdras 14:15, and set aside the thought that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. You see, haste thee to flee from these times. So again, it says, set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. Give it to the Lord, right? The scriptures told us that, right? Got a precept. Let's get it. I'm going to get that First Peter out, right? I think it's 5 and 7. Give it to the Lord, man. Give it to Yahweh Shemi Hawashai. It says, cast all your care upon him, for he cared for you. Cast your cares upon the Lord, man. Rebuke these spirits for one, right? Rebuke those spirits for one, and cry upon the Lord. Give all your cares upon the Lord. Don't let these thoughts overtramp you, because thinking too deep, these deep thoughts, and allowing these spirits to mess with you like that, it can have you fall out of the truth. It can bug you out, etc. You got to go on a fast for one, though. Sirach 2:1, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So you're gonna be tried, man. That includes the thoughts. That includes the things that you're dealing with physically on the earth, the things you're dealing with mentally, right? Spiritually, etc. You're gonna go through a lot in this truth. Sirach 2:2, set thy heart, meaning mind, upright, and constantly endure. You see that? And that word endure, what does it mean?
Endure.
Suffer something painful or difficult patiently. You see? Remain in existence, last, right? Go through, undergo a difficult period or experience. So we have to continually endure when we're dealing with these type of things, especially with the low estate mindset, where you feeling low, and your mind is going through all these different thoughts. That could be your own trial that the Lord is putting you through. That could be your own trial that the Lord is going to put you through, because each and every one of us individually, the Lord is going to put us through different situations. He's going to try us on our faith. So you got to rebuke these spirits, man, and they're going to increase. They're going to continually increase, because we're in the last days. Sirach 2:2, it says, set thy heart upright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. So don't go and make a rashful decision. You go and try to make another decision to try to free from that issue. Nope, because you can make it a bigger problem for yourself. It says, cleave unto him. See, cleave unto the Lord. Don't step aside the Lord and you try to do this to try to make this situation better for you. No, because it can make it worse. It can make your situation worse, just in general, whatever it is. Right? It says, Sirach 2:3, cleave unto him, cleave unto the Lord. That's why I got out that First Peter 5 and 7. Cast all your cares upon the Lord. So give it to the Lord. Rebuke these spirits. Give it to the Lord. Go on a fast. Brothers and sisters, you should start going more on fasts. Don't tell no one what you fasting for, but go on a fast. If you have a day that's clear, go on a fast. Go on out here in Vegas is really hot. If you live out here in Vegas, go on a liquid fast. Don't eat any food. Just go on a liquid fast. If you want to go on a regular fast, go on a fast. But we got to start fasting again. We got to start getting the process of fasting, man, because these last days, things are just going to keep increasing upon us individually in this truth. I myself am included. I'm going through so much stuff right now that it's not even funny. And still, the Lord has me blessing me to still hang in here, even though I'm dealing with all this. My spine is really messed up from this accident. I'm going through other situations with work. Work is getting trampled. Bills, rent is going up. So, I individually have to, go through my trials and tribulations. I'm just sharing, somewhat of what I'm going through. I'm going through stuff too. You know, you brothers and sisters out there, y'all not the only ones that's going through things. I'm going through a lot right now. You know, it's these situations is even affecting me with, being able to stay in shape now. They got to align my spine, etc. I'm just glad that I'm able to at least walk. You know, Sirach 2:3, it says, "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end." Because that's the main thing. We're trying to stay embedded in this thing. We're trying to make it to the finish line, right? So, even though we're going through these hardships, we got to suffer patiently, right? That's what the meaning for endure means. It says suffer patiently, man. This is all going to be, suffering patiently here and waiting on the Lord is going to be a reward given to us on the other side. This is Philippians 4:8. It says, "Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things." You see that? Let's go to the meaning of virtue there.
Virtue.
Behavior showing high moral standards, right? What's it? It says the seven highest orders of the ninefold goodness.
Goodness.
The quality of being morally good or virtuous. A belief in basic goodness of mind. See? So this is what we have to do. If there be any virtue and if there be any praise, think on these things. And you got to consistently think on those things, man. You got to consistently give it to the Lord. Ask the Lord for mercy. Ask the Lord to strengthen you. You got to strengthen your spirit, because you don't want the flesh to be stronger than you, man. Everything we doing within this truth is faith within itself. This is Romans 14:5. It says, "One man esteemeth one day above another." You see that? "Another esteemeth every day alike. Let every man," and you sisters is included in this too, every man, every woman, every man, every Israelite man, every woman, Israelite woman, right? Let every man be fully persuaded in his own mind. You have to be fully persuaded in your own mind when you're going through these things, man. It's easier said than done, but you have to do that. Otherwise than that, letting these things overtramp your mind, even with anxiety. Anxiety is if you a person that have anxieties is a total mind suffering, a mental thing, that a plague is a very challenging plague to have. That's why the scriptures say in Sirach 25, give me any plague but the plague of the mind, because the plague of the mind, that's the most scariest and challenging situation to be in. The anxiety thing, and I don't know if brothers experience those anxiety attacks, the anxiety demon. You got to go on a fast when you're dealing with those things, because anxiety is no joke. The panic attacks, the anxieties, those are no joke, man. This is why we got to stay praying to the Lord, man. Matthew 4:1, it says, "Then was Yahushua led up." This is when Yahushua fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and Satan came messing with him. Yes, came to Yahushua, tempting him, messing with him. Right? Let's read it. Matthew 4:11. Let's see what Yahushua did. Right? He's going to rebuke Satan. Watch. Matthew 4:1. It says, "Then was Yahushua lifted up of the spirit into the wilderness to be tempted of the devil." Satan, the angelic Satan, tried to tempt him. Right? Verse 2, it says, "And when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, he was afterward and hungered." Verse 3, "And when the tempter came to him, he said, If thou be the Son of the Most High, command that these stones be made bread." It says, verse 4, "But he answered and said, It is written, Man shall not live by bread alone, but," right, "by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of the Most High." Verse 5, "Then the devil took him up into the holy city, and sitteth him on a pinnacle of the temple, and said unto him, If thou be the Son of the Most High, cast thyself down, for it is written, He shall give his angels charge concerning thee, and in their hands they shall bear thee up, lest at any time thou dash thy foot against a stone. And Yahushua said unto him, It is written, Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy power." Verse 8, again, "The devil taking him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and the glory of them, and said unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. And Yahushua said unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy power, and him only shall thou serve. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. So there you go. Yahushua rebuked Satan. You gotta, because Satan, he likes to, the angelic Satan, he comes and mess with you individually. He'll mess with us. That's what Satan does. Satan is an angelic tool used by the Heavenly Father to do things on the left-hand side. And Satan, where he likes to mess with you most, is when you're by yourself. This is 1 Peter 5:8. Be sober, be vigilant. It says, because your adversary the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about seeking who he may devour. And Satan, he does the will of the Lord on the left-hand side. He'll mess with you in the flesh. Again, he can hop on your woman. He could cause confusion with your job, cause confusion with anybody. Right? He'll cause havoc. He'll do certain things to get you into temptation. Right? That's how it works. So Satan, he likes to get you most when you're by yourself. That's why you gotta fast, you gotta pray, and you gotta rebuke these spirits, brothers and sisters out there. Rebuke these spirits. If you're having a troubled mind, right? What did Yahushua said? Actually, I'll go to the blue letter. What did Yahushua say in John 14 and John 4 and 1? John 14 and 1, I think it is. St. John 14 and 1. What did Yahushua say here? This is John 14 and 1. It says, let not your heart, meaning your mind, be troubled. Right? It says, ye believe in the Most High, believe also in me. See? So you can't let your mind be troubled. Don't let these spirits, don't let these demons, don't let these things mess with you in the flesh. You gotta rebuke these spirits, man. Because they're only going to intensify. Regardless of what it is that you're dealing with mentally. It could be the feeling low, feeling depressed, right? Or feeling anxieties or feeling anything. Those are things of the mind. Those are the carnal minds. Those are the mortal thoughts. You got to rebuke those spirits, right? Verse 2, it says, in my Father's house are many mansions, and if it were so, I would have told you, I go to prepare a place for you. So this is what the Lord is doing. He's preparing a place for us. Lord willing, if we the elect, man. You know? So we got to cast our cares upon the Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. It says, let not your heart be troubled. Ye believe in the Most High, believe also in me. You can't let your mind be troubled. It's easier said than done, but you gotta rebuke these spirits, man. Because it's only going to intensify if you let it. So, hey, man, I just want to do a quick hit on that. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. I want to give all honors and glories and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Yahweh Kakodash. And double honors to the elders and the apostles and bishops of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, salutations, soulful elect. And shalom to you sincere brothers that are scattered abroad, pushing forth this word in truth and sincerity. And shalom to you sincere sisters that's listening in silence as the scriptures command you to do so. I am the brother Mashiach Arazakah from the servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas, Nevada branch. And Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Hey, remember, rebuke these spirits. Rebuke these spirits, man. Shalom.